Good afternoon, dear students. I welcome you to our online lecture. This is Regina Victor Joseph, your English teacher. So, let us begin. I hope and believe that you all are fit and healthy at home, my dear students. Correct? Because we are still recovering from each and everything, especially the coronavirus. But it has taught us a lot many things, right, my dear students? Today we are not in school physically, but the school is coming to your doorstep, right? So take this opportunity, and I want all of you to pay attention sincerely and do your work as an individual. So let us begin with our instructions, my dear students. Okay, the first instruction: use earphone or headphones for a better learning experience. Keep a notebook and a pen handy to make notes. Read the text of the poem on the screen. Sit at a quiet place. You may pause the video till you get ready to resume or when you have to make a note of important points. Yes, wash day. It's wash day time. So, third standard students, I'm sure that you all get your clothes washed all neat and clean, isn't it? Who does that for you, my dear students? It's your mother. Yes, because all this job is being done by your mother, correct? So, today's poem is based on that, Wash Day, by Elizabeth F. Upson. The name of the poetess is Elizabeth F. Upson. So, let us begin, my dear students. You can see a picture. There are three pictures of the lady. The first picture, she's having some blue color bottle. She's pouring something out of it. Then the second picture, you can see that the expression on her face where she's, holding the cloth in her hand and she's rubbing because there must be some stain and she's trying to remove that stain. And the last picture, she's throwing away the water that is there in the bucket, which means that is the soap water, right? And in the background, you can see a beautiful sea. You can see two things at the left hand side. One is a starfish and the second one is a snail, the shell of the snail, right, children? So let us begin about this poem, the Wash Day. But before that, let's talk about the poetess or the author. As I told you, the name is Elizabeth F. Upson. Now, she was born on February 18th in the year 1920. Okay, so she was born in the which month? In the month of February. So her birthday is coming after 2 days, right? I mean after today is 16th of February. So tomorrow is 17th and the day after. Which year? 1920. And which day did she die? She died on March 28th in the year 2005. Last known residence. Now, where did she stay last? That is Lockport, Niagara County, New York. The pin code is 14094. Yes, she was from New York. Now, a little bit about Elizabeth F. Upson. As I told you, she was born on February 18 in the year 1920. She died on March 28th in the year 2005. At that time when she died, children, or when she passed away, she was 85 years old. Yes, like your grandmother. Correct? I have my grandmother who is 88, dear students. Okay. So, Elizabeth F. Upson was 85 years old. We know that Elizabeth F. Upson had been residing in Lockport, Niagara County, New York. And the picture, you can see that there is a blurred picture, or it's like a shadow because the picture is not revealed. Okay, so you just know that she was a lady. Moving further, this picture Can you tell me what is this picture, my dear students? It is a ocean. Yes, it is a ocean. So what is a ocean, my dear students? We all know what is a ocean, correct? Yes, see the waves. Beautiful, isn't it? The next picture, here you can see all different types of sea creatures. Fish, octopus, shark, then there is goldfish, whale. These are all underwater sea creatures. Right, dear students? I'm sure some of you must have seen in the Discovery Channel or Animal Planet channel. When you watch this regularly, you will have knowledge about all these sea creatures. So I advise you that please start watching this. Okay. Wow, beautiful water plants. Where do you find these water plants? Underwater. Yes, so such a beautiful world underneath the water as well. On top we cannot see all these things, but when you go swimming or diving, that is when you discover these beautiful water plants, my dear students. So let us see, what is this poem all about? Wash day. What is wash day? So I will read it for you. Mrs. Ocean takes in washing every day the whole year through. That means that the whole year through. It means throughout the year. So that lady is she's taking the clothes for washing, and she's washing the clothes throughout the year. And she uses so much bluing that it stains the water blue. Now the word bluing, my dear students, here in this poem it says blue substance that is used in washing to make yellowing fabrics look whiter. Like, you must have seen your mummies who use that blue colored dabba. It's called ujala or neel. If you don't know, I will show it to you. That is used to make your white clothes more whiter. If they are faint or they are pale looking clothes, your mummies will use this blue color detergent to make it look white. In Hindi they call it neel. Okay, so she's using this bluing that it stains the water blue. So you see, I have written ujala in this picture. You can see this blue color bottle. It's a liquid used to make white clothes look bright and whiter. Now these are soap suds. You can see at the edge there's this surf kind of a thing that's flowing off. Those are called soap suds. Now soap suds, children, what it is a foam or lather formed in soapy water. Now when you put surf into the bucket of water and you just rinse it, you just stir it around with your hand, you can see all the foam that is being foaming up. So that is called soap suds. So when you go to the sea, you can see when the waves are hitting to and fro, this is white color froth kind of a thing, or lather that is formed at the edge like a soapy water, right? But it is not a soapy water, it is just normal water. Okay. So soap suds. Next thing, when can you see soap suds? When you're washing your hands with hand wash, right? You keep, rubbing both your hands together, and then you finally see that, oh, there is this surf or this lather or the foam when I'm washing my hands. And at this point of time during this pandemic, we told you that you have to wash your hands quite often, right? So I'm sure by now you know what is this, correct? Rough and high waves. Can you see another picture? These are the waves. So whenever they are rough and there's high tide, again at the edge you can see that white color foam or lather that is being formed like soapy water. So this is a much more clearer picture. You can see there are so many colors: blue, green, then again little brown, and then this white like surf foam, right children? So you get this soapy suds when you have rough and high waves and at the edge of the wave. The second one is, I have seen the soap suds floating when the waves were rough and high, but I never have discovered where she hangs the clothes to dry. So in this stanza, she says that I have seen the soap suds floating, like I showed you the soap suds floating, right? Whenever the waves were rough and high, so whenever it was rough and high, you could see the soap suds floating. But she couldn't, discover or find out where she hangs the clothes to dry. Okay, so let us see further, students. Again, I will read this poem to you and I want all of you to repeat after me. Number 33, Wash Day by Elizabeth F. Upson. Again, number 33, Wash Day by Elizabeth F. Upson. Mrs. Ocean takes in washing every day the whole year through. And she uses so much bluing that it stains the water blue. I have seen the soap suds floating when the waves were rough and high, but I never have discovered where she hangs the clothes to dry. Okay, dear students, please see that you read loudly the poem and understand each and every word as I've explained. I'll be sending, already the screenshot is there. I want all of you to read it. The app also, we've told you to download it, right, dear students? So follow the instructions, whatever we are giving. Now, I have given a short example about this entire poem, what it is. This is a very imaginative poem. It means you're just imagining things in your mind, okay? So this poem, Wash Day, is based on imagination. What is imagination? What is imaginative poem, dear students? Like suppose you are sleeping, okay, or you are awake and you want to go to a nice, beautiful place. For example, say Disneyland, okay? It's a very beautiful place. You're imagining yourself over there, or a water park, for example. There are so many water rides and you've been telling your parents that you want to go to this beautiful water park. My friend has told me there are so many water rides and it's so nice. There are so many good things that you can enjoy, you can eat, you can have a lot of fun over there. So you're imagining that I'm already there and I'm playing in the water park rides, I'm enjoying myself, I'm so happy, I don't know what to do. So this poem is based on that and it is an imagination. So here the poet calls the ocean. Here the poet calls the ocean Mrs. Ocean. Yes, who is Mrs. Ocean? The ocean. And says that she washes clothes every day throughout the year. Mrs. Ocean, she uses so much of the blue substance. Now what is the blue substance? A substance used to make yellowing clothes look whiter, that it makes all the water turn blue. The poet adds that she has seen the lather formed when the waves are rough and high. But she says she has never yet found out where Mrs. Ocean hangs all the clothes to dry. Right? It is the same thing that I have explained earlier, my dear students. Now coming to the meanings. Ocean, what is the meaning of ocean? It is a big sea. Yes, ocean is a big sea. Second, the whole year through. It means throughout the year. Third word is bluing. A blue substance that is used to make yellowing cloths look whiter. Okay, so yellow clothes, you can see sometimes white which are very yellow. So they look whiter. Stains, those are when you drink tea or coffee, or if you eat any pizza or burger and you drop ketchup, so it leaves a stain on your clothes. So you have to use this bluing to take out these stains. The next word is soap suds. Soap suds are foam or lather formed in soapy water. The last word is discovered, find unexpectedly or during a search. Now, recapitulation, I want you to answer the following questions in one sentence. What is the ocean called in this poem? So, the answer is, the ocean is called Mrs. Ocean in this poem. Yes, that's correct. The second question, what does Mrs. Ocean do every day? Mrs. Ocean takes in washing every day. Good. Third question, why does the sea water turn blue? The sea water turns blue because Mrs. Ocean uses so much of bluing which stains the water blue. The fourth question, what do the waves breaking on the shore look like? The waves breaking on the shore looks like soap suds. The home assignment, this means your homework. Find and write down the nouns from the poem. So, you have to find and write down the nouns from the poem. What is the meaning of stains? So, you have to find the answer and write what is the meaning of stains. Okay, dear students? So, this is your lecture. Thank you so much for your time and God bless you all. Take care. And God bless.